Yo, what's good? How y'all feeling out there, man?
What's the word, sir?
Oh man, just kicking it, cooling, all that good stuff, man. It's been a busy couple of weeks, so you guys haven't seen us because of that.
But we
some
back.
affairs in order.
We back, bitch.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We still got opinions.
And lots of them.
Yes,
Lots
sir.
of them. So, that's one right there. We're gonna have a lot of opinions as always. I'm in the middle of a move, so forgive my freestyle face right now, but I never really cared about that. I'm just apologizing on behalf of
Just
everybody
bringing
who
y'all
missed it.
the new information,
Yes.
the new news.
So, with that being said, I hope y'all having a beautiful day. This is Demonstration TV 369, aka
Politically incorrect.
Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. And like 9 times out of 10, we fact check to make sure that we are correct, even if it is politically wrong. I'm your boy, William Winfall. This is
Louis C.
Don't ask who the co-host is because we both are kings in our own right stature. So
Let's get it. Salute to all the kings and queens out
Yes,
there.
sir.
Before
Yes,
we
sir.
started off, address everybody properly.
PNB rocks killers.
Man,
So we found out that was a 17-year-old kid who was instructed by his father to go in and rob PNB Rock.
yeah, that's unfortunate, man. That's. I knew it was gonna be some wild twist or turn or something to that, but
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that. But that's just how the cookie crumble, and that's how that thing plays out, and we learn a lesson from that.
I think a lot of people are saying this. Tupac said it best. Nigga got smoked by a fiend
Trying to floss come
to a broken man's dream.
blind though. Blind to a broken man.
Blind to a broken man's dream.
That's a hard lesson. Man.
In the event of that 17-year-old going in there to rob and unfortunately kill PNB Rock, he was instructed by his father to go do so. Something said that his mom was tied in, his stepmom was tied into this as well. So, although I 100% fully blame that 17-year-old child, I still look at the parents to say, this is the case of a hater hypnotized by hate. And that rubbed off on his child, and his child did what he thought was, Dad'll be proud of me for. He went in there and killed PNB Rock.
No. I want to hold the child fully accountable, but it's like that situation in Oxford where the parents were encouraging or accommodating the negativity that their child had instead of looking for help for him. So we don't know why he did what he did. Shit, it could have been a thing. He could have been a fan of PNB and always was talking about him around the house. Pops saying who he was. It could have just been his pops hating on everybody with jewelry. You gonna learn how to get out here and rob because I had to. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really blame the kid because we all try to impress our parents.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So maybe he was just a pawn in all this. But we lost a hell of a talent. We lost a hell of a creative mind. We keep losing this young wave.
Yeah, man.
This wave is dying down because the lives are lost. We don't got Pop Smoke. We don't got Nip. We ain't got. Man, it seems like so many people that ain't here no more. FBG Duck. You know, it's just so many artists that, Lil Snoop. So many artists that didn't get to fully, Dex Osama didn't get to really see their full potential. You know what I'm saying? Dope B. I mean, it's countless other rappers, like Boosie said. You know what I'm saying? Being a rapper is the hardest job in the world, and I can attest to that. You know what I'm saying? We were rapping before, and I done been in the street. I done worked at McDonald's. I done worked at Burger King, and by far, rapping was the hardest and most hazardous job I've ever had. As an individual, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think Boosie was 100% correct in his words on that. And I think that instead of regular people laughing at that when artists say that, this is a very hard job,
Yeah.
I think y'all should try to empathize with some of these artists. You know what I'm saying? Even when you're not a rapper that you're trying to be a gangster rapper and nothing like that, you still get tested by the gangster rap crowd.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You still feel like you have to prove yourself. You know, so just we gotta pray for the young artists, and we gotta be better examples. So man, that's super fucked up to hear. Not saying I wanted to hear that the girl was involved. I'm glad she wasn't.
Most definitely, I'm glad they
snakes in
cleared
the
that
corner,
up.
You know.
I thought it was overzealous of LAPD and the reporters to actually report.
But you know, the police go off what the media say now. And the media
the
media is the people. You know, that's how they saw their crimes. They're not even smart no more. They look for niggas to tell on themselves on social media. So they went to social media and thought they had to kill him.
And it's very unfortunate that they both posted, but at the same time, it's what people from LA has been saying. It was people watching the whole situation, saw that, they went in there and said, "Oh, that's Luke right there." They did that, and unfortunately, we lost. My baby mother hit me up and she said, "Oh, I didn't know that was him that sings that hook." And I'm like, I didn't know what she was talking about. And then she sent me a voice clip of that on the radio. That's what it's like, that Dangerous song. I had the love and lights of having that song be a romantic song for me and my ex. So that kind of hits us in a different kind of way. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's that you know, a lot of people can get married to that. You know, that kind of song. You know, Meek Mill really did his thing on there. You had Jeremiah on there. You had PNB Rock on there, and it just sounds like some, let's put our gold teeth in and take these marriage pictures. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? If you a hood nigga,
right.
Or if just you, you know, that kind of.
It's just sad, man. Like I listened to an interview yesterday, and I think it was, I can't remember the interview. They was interviewing Boosie, and they said like, we can go to old school, hip hop concerts. These young cats ain't gonna have nobody there.
And let's keep it real. His voice was that kind of 90s feel too. He had that feel to his voice.
I mean, but Philly got an old soul to it. You know what I'm saying? Philly got a lot of pain and ain't been able to express. You know what I'm saying? We've been had the pleasure to hear State Property and Meek Mill and even major figures, but
Boyz II Men come out of Philly too, right?
Yeah, but they weren't talking about no pain, man.
No, I'm talking about that good soulful feel.
I don't know if they was off of Philly, but you know.
that 90s soulful feel, like a lot of people don't really realize.
But you know, like Philly fucked up like Detroit.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? They don't get to express their pain.
A lot of people try to pin a lot of BS on hip hop right now, but we gotta remember something, man.
You can't blame hip hop. You gotta blame the environment that these hip hop artists come from.
Cause some of these killers back in the 90s and 80s, man, they was riding around listening to R&B. Is that to say that R&B is the
I mean, that was the music that was out.
Right.
Niggas didn't get to express themselves in the ghetto, and that's what we doing with this hip hop thing. And now it's gotten out of hand because we just, you know, as I say we, because I feel like I'm still part of the hip hop community because I still bang what I bang. I still listen to that shit. You know what I'm saying?
And
so
what we mean by bang is the music we put in our tape. That's what we
I mean, I still claim Southside, but it is what it is. But yeah, I think that we are at fault because we indulge in some of the negativity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But to the young artists, please, I just want to see y'all niggas get to the, you know, lifetime achievement status. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I say the word self-control a lot, man.
Like we losing greats and
Over
the greats after the greats.
Yeah, man.
You know, Nip was one thing. That was like we knew and seen what he was on.
Yeah.
But these young cats, dog, that we don't even know how they work ethic was. Or, you know, like we missing out on the stories that can help prevent the next person from doing something wild because they you know, we get raised by these artists. In a way.
We do.
You know what I'm saying? Our generation was Nas, Pac, Jay, Big, Master P. You know what I'm saying? Spice One. You know, all them guys. You know, DJ Quick.
I've been seeing a lot of pictures of Tupac and Spice One floating around.
I mean, Spice been holding it down for Pac.
Yeah.
Niggas been trying to shit on Pac, but Pac said they gonna talk about me when I'm dead. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Spice One, man.
But yeah, shout out to Spice One, man. And that's the thing that goes back to what we said. We get to see our legends.
Yeah.
You know, we get to see SIBO interviews.
Yeah.
And we don't. It's a way you gotta move, man. And it's energies you don't want to invite.
Yeah.
And we seen that because you know our stars was listening to, or they were spewing out death, and then death became them. So you know, just watch what you say. The tongue is very powerful, man.
Indeed.
And watch your back, man. Don't just be out eating, dropping locations. The rule is you drop your location after you've been left the spot.
We are interconnected with the metaverse now. However you want to slice that pie, man. So whatever you do on the internet can transpire over into the real world, vice versa.
Make sure your locations and shit is off, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Man, don't be moving like a dummy. You know what I'm saying? Don't be moving
Everybody
like a
don't
goofy,
need
man.
to know everything.
What the fuck is wrong with y'all niggas, dog? That's how I know niggas ain't been in the street. Like, you can't move how loose these niggas be moving, man.
Life is not that fun.
Even as a nigga that working 9 to 5, I still ride around like the motherfucking boys on me, niggas following. I don't know if it's paranoia or awareness, nigga, but
I think it's a little bit of both, man. I think 50 Cent said it the best, man. You got to have a healthy amount of fear in this world. You know, you could go around as fearless as possible.
I feel what I wouldn't do versus what I would.
Right. That healthy amount of fear, it will help you out. It will bring you into the tree branch called discernment. It will give you that, maybe I should or maybe I shouldn't do this kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So.
And that's what we got to be on as a hip hop community. We got to be here for guidance for these young people, man. Like, we can't be here for the dumb shit. And like, it's let people live their lives, but like, there's a reason why we had stern parents and elders. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit ain't supposed to be all out of order. It's got to have some type of order.
Yes,
shit,
sir.
Man. And our order is fucked up because y'all niggas think that we're supposed to live life and God makes mistakes. And come on, man, all this shit was written. Nas told you that if you didn't get it from the Bible.
Speaking of written and telling,
Yeah.
these are some horrible allegations, and me, I will not put my 2 cents on them as far as the eye can see, because I do know that you are not supposed to talk about these things, but I will speak on them. So Wack100 decides
Oh my God.
since
Wack1 again.
again, since he's been,
Makes the expose.
exploited as face down, ass up on Clubhouse, he now wants to knock at 21 Savage's door, saying that 21 Savage is the well-known artist who's actually telling.
Now,
Wack has been known not to produce paperwork, although taking 4 to 5 to 6 months to talk about tapes and paperworks and stuff like that. So I will not deem him as a credible source, but I will say he is the troll.
now if it was coming from some Cali shit, and Wack might be privy to knowing some information,
Yeah,
okay, but this a nigga from across the country.
yeah,
This a nigga that, we talking about 21, right? This a nigga that goes ham on niggas that told in music. If you listen to 21 music, he don't like no rats, period.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not here for none of that fuck shit. If he ain't got no paperwork, nigga, I don't believe that shit.
I don't believe it.
You
And
can't
also,
say,
too-
and Wack always talking about them prison rules, nigga. You can't put no jacket on like that on a nigga without having the right, you know what I'm saying, tailor to go with that motherfucking jacket.
Facts.
If
And-
you ain't got no motherfucking proof, nigga, shut the fuck up.
And then not
Quit trying to
everybody follows those
motherfucking
prison rules
trend,
too.
nigga.
Yeah,
He's trying to trend, but no, Wack, if it ain't on Pyru, it's on what they do on the prison yard. So, nigga, keep it official, nigga. You can't make them allegations unless you got the paperwork, Wack. Flat out, man.
Don't go around saying
It's
stuff
crazy,
like
nigga.
that.
Niggas
Man.
just be running around just fucking the game up, dog. Like,
And
what is
frankly, I think that as a people we're tired of that too. You know,
yeah, it's a lot of shit we tired of, but that's one thing we can speak on. Wack run around this motherfucker, man.
point your finger.
Running with the disorganization.
You can't be going around.
You can't
doing that.
you can't be an elder and run with the disorganization.
You're going against all rules of the game of order. Period. You know what I mean?
Gotta have order. Everything in life is order, man. Cleanliness is next to godliness, man. So if you ain't got no order, you disorganized, you ain't thinking right. You know what I'm saying? That Wack don't be thinking right, man. That nigga's an old ass nigga that's caught up in a young man's game, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm all for growth and development. I ain't no GD either, but I'm all for growth and development. I'm all for improving each other. I'm not for all the down talk nigga shit, man. That shit get old, bro.
I think it's a beautiful thing by 21 Savage to keep his mouth closed on stuff like this, because it really doesn't.
He might
do
not be
anything.
paying no fucking attention to Wack.
He's been in the chats, kind of looking and seeing what he's saying, and I get it. Gather all the information you need to gather, but stay quiet, because it's your world, it's your game, it's your fight. And when somebody
And ain't
does,
nobody believe in Wack anyway,
exactly,
my nigga.
man.
So keep doing your motherfucking thing. Keep showing these niggas you got the bars, cause 21 go crazy.
He one of the
crazy
ones,
on
man.
motherfucking J. Cole album. He go crazy. Niggas love to try to come shit on you when you doing
When you
your
doing
thing.
good, man.
When you doing just like that nigga, didn't he have some whack shit to say about Lil Baby?
I don't know.
I thought he was saying like, oh yeah, Lil Baby gonna be one of them niggas next getting indicted.
You know, it's real possible that he said that, man. This guy's looking for
That
everybody
nigga
to
just
be
be
a
looking
snitch.
for negativity.
He looking for, yeah. And I ain't for it, man.
And nigga, you ain't nigga. Even one of the rules is nigga, just niggas don't nigga unless you got paperwork, nigga. We ain't listening to you if you talking about that. Nigga. Flat out, nigga.
One thing we
Niggas
saw
need
in
to
the
stop
past.
listening to that nigga.
One thing we saw in the past,
Should be a
and another
boycott
thing
of
that
that
we
nigga,
seeing
man.
right now is a lot of that, you know, we saw it with G-Unit, man, and I don't, you know, I think that even your artists under your wing are looking at you like, what the
Right.
fuck is you doing?
Right.
You know, stop putting, you want your artist to be the best artist, but you're binding them, you're isolating them, and that's one of the 48 laws of power. Don't isolate yourself.
Don't isolate yourself,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? You're doing that to your artist right now, you know.
Cause he living in an illusion, man. Wack got this idea that the world is like this when he know it ain't.
Game
He
was
wanna put that
50-50.
out there.
Right.
See, that's what happens when you get caught up in this social media world, bro. Like you get to thinking shit ain't what it is, and it is what it ain't. You know what I'm saying? Then you forget that you gotta go to motherfucking Kroger.
Yep.
And then you getting your head knocked off.
And that's the reason why you said you want to move to London, right?
Come on, man.
When you could live at peace in your own backyard if you just play the cards right, bro.
Mind your business, man.
You got niggas like
Mind your
Game
business,
and Blueface who want to work for certain artists, but they can't because you run your mouth way too much. So you got to ask yourself, is you hindering your artist or not?
Right,
Young, NBA YoungBoy cut Game a deal.
Fuck hindering his artist, you hindering yourself. Like niggas don't know. Nigga, Wack was a good businessman. Now you fucking all that up for clout. You want to trend every week.
NBA YoungBoy was
fuck
a good
shit.
deal. He gave Game a deal to be put on his album. Fucking, you talk too much about Nipsey Hussle that his brother said, fuck that, we ain't putting him on the album.
Man, fucking
Like,
up moves.
you fucking
man.
it up,
Fucking
bro.
up moves.
You could-
Everybody know Game was, you know, him and Nip had a good relationship. Man.
Yeah, man.
So that was all Wack that got that play put down,
Got it.
man.
Come on, man.
You can't be man. Like I
Because
said,
his
man,
brother
how you-
would have said something
how you-
about that
how
song
you-
that
how
came
you
out the
talk
first
about
time.
niggas that's ratting and you do that shit. That's what you do. You run with a nigga that's a certified rat, nigga.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, you can't be doing that shit, bro. That
Can't
shit
be
needs to be
doing that, man.
boycotted, nigga. Like, flat out, niggas need to stop paying attention to that. But you got some motherfuckers that's for the negativity, dog. Like, and it just shows in what niggas is paying attention to.
With that being said, man, we all know that negativity spreads faster. So with that being said, look into what the negative comments are. If they come across your table and understand, you got to dissect them. You can't just go with that, man. Negativity spreads faster, which means that's 9 times out of 10 to lie. Believe half of what you see and none of what you hear.
But you gotta change the paradigm. Niggas gotta stop thinking like that, nigga. Everything is the opposite of everything. It is good in everything that it is in. So when you know that negativity spreads fast, positivity spreads fast too. So niggas gotta be out here doing their thing, doing their part. You know what I'm saying? And once niggas catch on, because that's what we do. We catch on to shit. Oh, that's the move. We calling each other my baby, my dog, what up, though? Once you see that, you know what I'm saying, that positivity, just like niggas was on they trying to get some pussy shit, calling all the females queen, was fucking it up because they didn't understand what the power they was bestowing upon these women was. You running around watering it down, my nigga, instead of meaning it with real
Well, how it was supposed to be, what
genuineness.
it meant. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
You can't even tell the chick
niggas
Red
out here,
Rising no more.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, niggas out here fucking it up just like they fucked up friendship. You know what I'm saying? And friend. Like, man, we take shit and we just take it to the next extreme, and the extreme that's messy because that's human nature. But human nature also is to be positive and be abundant and to be giving. You know, give some game, man. You ain't tired of seeing funeral processions way before their time. We all gotta die, but that don't mean we gotta do it and fast forward. That's crazy, nigga. That's crazy, dog. Like, I can't fuck with none of that shit, dog. And that's the type of shit that I just don't let enter my motherfucking situation. Like, nigga, my situation gotta be filled with love.
I know that's right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what it gotta be for the community, man. Like, I'm just so tired of the bullshit, man. Like, Why we can't be like these ethnic groups that do things in a positive way, or in a way that at least positive to the outlook? You know what I'm saying? We got more than that, man. We kings and queens,
Yes,
man.
sir. Yes,
We
sir.
kings and queens, man. We scientists and geniuses. Like,
In
talk
that
about
event,
black folks, man. Like, come on, man. Y'all way more than that.
in that event, man, I'd like to take this time to remember one of our greatest. He brought us an epic time with the wild hairdo, with the understanding of if you was in the city living, to give you some words of encouragement of the low sides. Rest in peace to Coolio, because not only did he have that, he also told you to come take a ride on this fantastic voyage. So, in the event of living in the gangster's paradise, we want to say rest in peace to Coolio. He is now.
Can we give him a moment of silence?
Let's do that, man. Rest in peace to him on this fantastic voyage, man.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? He's one of them ones, man. You saw him take, you know, he kind of did that Dennis Rodman kind of feel to him, man. You know, he was in
like
the
a West
ghetto.
Coast ODB a little bit.
Yeah, then you saw him living his life. Then you didn't hear about the BS no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Coolio, man. Living in the gangster's
Like I said, man,
paradise.
we get to at least see some of our artists, and he still won at a young age. You know what I'm
man.
saying? But
I think
we get to
51.
see I think he was 51. I think he had some health issues, and I don't know if it was, you know, whatever the issue may have been to get him to that point is what it is.
Yeah.
But I'm blessed to say I got to, you know, be a fan of that.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? I got to see that man live life outside of music. You know what I'm saying? Just like you want to see the people that you look up to and you get some game from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? MC Hammer, we getting to see him live life.
Yeah. Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? It ain't all about the music. It's something to help people with. And now he blessed beyond measure. You know what I'm saying? So that's all that shit is, man. But yeah, man, rest in peace to Coolio, man, a hip hop legend, man.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Really
sir.
made an impact in hip hop, man, when it was time for braids. You know what I'm saying?
With that being said, too, man, it was another FBG person. Some FBG personnel had passed away, man. That was. I'm like, goodness gracious! It seemed like everybody from the umbrella is kind of like passing away. Is that a cousin? Is it his brother?
I'm not sure. I want to say I think it was his brother. I think Hassan Campbell reported on it.
Rest in peace, man.
It's a sad thing, man, to see these young dudes go. And I think that Wallow and Gilly really tried their hardest to be impressionable. And I think it worked to some degree. But then I remember that, you know, we got a God and you got to kind of pray. Do your part and pray. And just let things work out, man. But, man, dog.
There's a lot of people passing out here, man.
It seems like this is like a funeral episode, man.
If I'm not mistaken, you hear a lot of podcasts that say that. They say it seems like every week somebody's going, and especially since March of 2000 or 19. Or matter of fact, before that, I want to start with Triple X. I wasn't really a big fan of him, but to kind of like put my ear to the streets on how these young dudes were receiving him, they looked at that guy as their Tupac. Rightfully so. His music was correlated to their life and how they feel about, you know, being in school and all that kind of stuff. And some things I thought were whimsical. When I sit there and really listen to these young kids, they were like, no, you talked about this is what we're going through. And then I saw a mashup of Tupac and some of his best lyrics going at him, and then they shook hands at the end of it, and then Extension. And I'm just like, wow, this kid was he really was speaking from a place of like a no holds bar kind of writing place. But you know, he's one of the ones who kind of, you saw the toxic side of him, but he was really a young kid who had penmanship. I say all that to say, man, again, these kids are losing their greats faster we're like, oh, they're not goats, they're not greats, they're not this, they're not that. But these young kids really took a hold to these guys that we're seeing come in as new and then file out. It's kind of like that whole plant lifestyle. You come in, you go out real fast unless you are here to stay. But the obstacles are detrimental to your life. It's sad that a lot of kids are just getting this stardom, getting a taste of it, having a bit of fan base, and then just to pass away that quickly. And I don't know what to do or say to the youth out there, except to say it's not as bad as life ain't as bad to be able to just get up and just go kill somebody, man. Like there's other ways. You know what I'm saying? There's other ways than just violence, because this ain't GTA. You don't get a restart. Once they figure out you did something, they own your head. You know, once that person you kill is dead, that person is dead. There ain't no second chances. You know, it sounds funny and it seems really, dramatic to say, yeah, nigga, I got you, but that nigga don't get a redo. You don't get a redo after everybody figures everything out. You know what I'm saying? Once you're gone, you're gone. And there's not a lot of righteous causes for some of these events to happen. So I challenge the youth out there to go rethink things, man. Again, hip hop is a reflection of what's going on with the youth. And we ain't even gonna ask the inner cities now, because it's fluctuating from city to city which one is the worst.
And I mean, I don't think it's just a reflection of the youth, because I mean, you got cats that's not young in the game, but they still a part of the community, they still a part of the actual community. I mean, like, you know, where we have to live, and we give our perspective of what's going on, and you still got like niggas like our age, for instance, you know, niggas still go to clubs, niggas still wild out, niggas still do kind of some young man retarded shit too at times, and that separates niggas that's really getting their bag and niggas that's really just in the way. You know what I'm saying? So we still see it, but we still hear the perspective. We still see the perspective. We still, you know, we have a voice of what's going on too. And from the ones that I experienced and may have done some of these things these young cats doing, that's what I say. They should be the ones that's at least intervene in the ones that they can intervene in. You know what I'm saying? The ones that you can't get across and you might lose your life trying to even communicate with, let them be them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
definitely.
We gotta slow down the ones we can slow down. The nephews, the nieces, you know what I'm saying? The sons, the daughters, the grandsons, the ones that we actually around that we see transforming, but we trying to just let boys be boys and girls be girls. You can't do that. Like, niggas gotta impede. You know what I'm saying?
That's
You can't be one of these elders that ain't doing elderly shit, man.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? As life happens, we progress, we evolve. So
that's facts. So I don't know if y'all into the battle rap world or not, but two of my favorite artists are about to go head to head, and that is Geechee Gotti and Murder Mook.
Oh my God.
I got my money on Geechee Gotti.
Murder Mook a vet, ain't he? Yeah. I mean, they both got some tenure, but Murder Mook has been through some classic joints.
He's been through some classic joints. I'm going with the new underdog making waves right now.
Okay.
But if this was Murder Mook against Kitchen from Detroit, I'll go with Kitchen too, because these younger, even though Kitchen a little older, you know, shout out to Geechee Gotti putting the light back on him. Kitchen won that one. He was bringing Kitchen up on that one too. I gotta go with that younger new sauce, like that. The niggas who can think fly, think quick on the fly. Shout out to Murder Mook. You are that guy. But even your own Harlem Zone is going against you on this one. And saying that even Geechee Gotti probably got you on this one, man.
I mean, but you gotta let the battle happen. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let the battle happen. You let the words speak. You know what I'm saying? Just like Cass was counting Cassidy out. You know what I'm saying? Cassidy surprised the fuck out of niggas. You know what I'm saying? Cause
who was that against again? That was against. Oh,
I can't really remember,
the guy from St. Louis.
They was definitely. It wasn't a landslide.
No, he smoked them.
You know what I'm saying?
I forgot his name, man. See, the second place guy always get forgotten, even though he's a major guy on Wack100. But
and I mean, you know, battle rapping really don't have no definitive winner. You know what I'm saying? But the one that, you know, you can't always count the underdog out, because you never know. And I think Cassidy is still Cassidy. I think Cats still know who he is. His name trended. He made some money.
What's
So
what's the two cats out of Harlem? One of them was on his 5% of shit, and the other one is just, and I just said his name. That's Murder Mook. What's the other guy's name? I keep forgetting his name.
I watch that shit every now and then. You know, my daughter mine watch that shit more than me. And I'll just be there looking at that shit. So you know, that ain't really my thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the disrespect, but it's entertaining in its own way.
Let me see. I gotta. What's this nigga's name, man? I forgot his name, but damn, Murder Mook, he's counting you out too, man. I'm not gonna count you out. Me 50, I'd bet some type of 50-50 split. Me personally, I'd bet some type of 50-50 split. I'm going with Geechee Gotti, even though I'm still looking at you as a great, man. Speaking of battle rappers, though, I regret to inform you all, as you probably already know, that Sue Surf is facing the Rico indictment charge. I don't know what the particulars are on that one, but this is what 1 foot in, 1 foot out gets you. It gets you caught up in some mess that you kind of can't control. You just got to make sure your life is set up so that you can try to, beat it. But who's to say at this point, man? It's hard to tell. I believe he went in yesterday morning, and I don't know the particulars of it, but they say when you're caught up in the federal Rico charge, you cannot bail out. So I don't know. Again, I don't know the particulars of that, but until then, it's free surf. I hope that he's free and clear of everything that they're putting against him. But they have a 90-something%, upper 90% conviction rate, so it's hard to tell with that one, man. Free Sue Surf, man.
I mean, but we in the day and age now where they coming for rappers all the time, and we've seen NBA YoungBoy beat them lately. You know what I'm saying? So we don't really know. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna always hope for the best. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
But I think that narrative should be, maybe we should slow that down as a people too. Stop thinking these motherfuckers ain't beatable. You ain't did shit. We didn't say that. He just might know a nigga that's in the street. He might not be fucking with the street. He might have gave a nigga a couple $, you know what I'm saying, to help get him on his feet, whether to start a business or something. This nigga might have went and got some bows. We don't know.
Yeah.
So, by the time niggas can beat shit, man. Niggas just gotta have the resources to beat it, man. Clear their game, that's all. So we're gonna pray for Sue Surf for sure.
Yes, sir. They're saying that over Ukraine there's been a whole bunch of UFO spottings, man.
UFOs or drones? What you think?
Me personally,
what you think?
I think that's a whole bunch of drones. I think what we're seeing is
from different countries, not Ukraine and not Russia, right? Or what you thinking?
I think, me personally, I don't know where they're coming from, but I do know that there are some drones in the sky, and all of a sudden we start. Satellites. There's satellites in the sky that Elon Musk put up there that were. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, they're seeing drones over Ukraine. So I think that's tied in together, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of that shit, man, the annexations or whatever they call that shit of the land that Putin is saying that he's obtained for Russia. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. I just snatching land, man.
You said I just snatching land?
Man, what tried to take, I think, 2 countries or some crazy shit, 2 cities. I don't know. I ain't going over there. You know what I'm saying?
For Ukraine?
Yes. Wow, man. Wow. But I think those countries, or those cities, or those areas, or whatever I've said, they're not part of Russia. Like, that's fucked up.
I think it's funny how Putin and them never went into Africa and never tried to colonize that, but now they showing niggas like, see what the fuck you want to be a part of that? This is what you gonna get from it.
I think that maybe Africa is just like if you get your mind right, shit, the motherfuckers might bust your head. They were just putting motherfucking white folks out of Africa, man.
Yeah, and it's a couple countries you can't
farmers and shit out of
South
Africa, man. It was like Africans ain't having that shit.
They not having it. I think we're gonna see a new wave of what the fuck Africans is gonna tolerate and what they're not gonna tolerate.
And that's just got to be the mindset, man. It's about building.
Shout
it
out
ain't
to
about it ain't about destroying. We destroyed for the longest, man.
Yeah, man.
We self-destructed for the longest, man. It's about love, build, and complimentary things, man. If you ain't got nothing nice to say to the next nigga or the next woman, man, shut the fuck up, man. Just keep moving throughout your day, like, and you will get it. You'll be the next motherfucker giving all kind of compliments, because that energy gonna change you.
Yep.
It's gonna transform you. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You gotta always remember, like, we wasn't born to stay. We were born to go through life changes, life stages.
Yes.
Let that shit happen, man. Live life.
Yes, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? If you able to be free and not be behind no wall, like, man, live life, dog, and help somebody else live that shit, man. Because, man, the world is fucking crazy.
Yes, sir. Yes,
it's
sir.
crazy, man.
Yes,
it's
sir.
crazy how we still trying to get reparations. We still getting people killed on live TV.
You heard about California?
What's going on with Cali? Let me know something. You know, I love California. From a
Shit,
distance.
California love and it looked like the mayor about it too, man.
Now, I did hear there was some things going on in Illinois with some reparations.
California,
Uh-huh.
$300,000 will be issued to residents for reparations.
So they splitting that 300,000 up?
No, right, each.
Oh, they bust it
gets-
down.
Yeah,
They
they
busting-
busting
I
them
need
down.
to go
They
to
busting them
Cali.
down. They busting them
I
down.
need to go to Cat. I gotta be out there forever.
Also,
What
no,
I gotta
you
do?
just gotta live there.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm thinking California is a quick state, so I'm thinking 6 months to a year.
Man, don't tell me that, man.
That's number one.
I'll be in Cali getting my reparation.
They also said this:
At least some of them.
it doesn't matter how much bud you smoked during or after your shift. If you're high off bud, it does not matter that it's a part of the culture there. They cannot fire you for being high off bud.
In California?
No.
Oh, man, that's a beautiful thing. Look, California's advancing.
They're trying to. I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to get this to come on home state right now. They're trying to turn it.
They want to populate it even more.
And the two conversations before all of this was California to separate themselves from the United States of America and Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that they're going to do that anytime soon. But the power that they exert and exhibit does show that they can stand on their own too.
Of course, you know what I'm saying. I think that everybody got power when you put it to the right use. And but California right now in certain parts is very dangerous. Don't get it fucked up.
Yeah.
Just like it's very dangerous in all places, but we can't get stuck in certain paradigms. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the feds gonna do what the fuck they want to do. If they want to come lock niggas up for no fucking reason at all, they gonna do that shit. Shit gonna get better in neighborhoods. Prices gonna go the fuck up. And niggas gonna miss out. So let's think. Let's be forward thinkers and let's stay the fuck out of trouble. Let's get our money up and let's buy some of these spots. You know what I'm saying? Let's start investing. That's the next thing. You know what I'm saying? If y'all getting 300,000, look at different states and go see where that money can take you. You know what I'm saying? You're already surviving in California. It don't make no sense not to take half of that bread and go buy something in Michigan.
Yep.
Get some passive income from out there or something. You know, go buy some shit in Illinois. You know, go buy some shit in Ohio. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the game. They don't tell y'all that. You know what I'm
Speaking
saying?
of that, there's only one downside, two downsides of crime, and then another thing I'd have to say about California is right when we had the hindrance in the Gibraltar trade, in the Gibraltar pipeline, when everything got held up, they were also starting to say in California that you had to go through a certain system in order to get your CDL to bring in cargo. What happened with that was there was a boom in all the surrounding states to where CDL drivers were getting bigger jobs because other states were saying, okay, bring the load here and then we'll get it to California. So shout out to Arizona, New Mexico, Nevada, and all those places that said if California doesn't want to, if they want to be the hub of trying to monitor that, then they'll take on everything else that's around the United States as far as getting everything to the West Coast. I want to say that shout out to them for making sure that these guys who have contracted jobs with their own trucks, you're helping save them, plus you're giving them new routes. So shout out to all y'all. And I'm kind of tilting my head at California, like what the fuck are y'all doing with that? But I do know it's a big money and power play. They're trying to set up some type of union to where those truck drivers have to go through a system, kind of like Winter Bros had to come up with a system for all logistics and trash in New York. So you got to go through certain pipelines to even become that. That type of
shout out to them for making the process a little easier for people to attain those licenses. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, it's gonna be a recession, there's still gonna be goods being moved, there's still gonna be things happening. But let's put ourselves in positions so we can win, so we can make money when most people aren't.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's beautiful. You know,
Yes,
you
sir.
can get you a box truck, semi truck, and be running loads owning the truck and seeing a lot of that bread. You know what I'm saying? You could be moving a lot of commodities, and you know, so that's beautiful.
Yep. So that being said, man, if you haven't already, I know I just did, sign up to go get you some schooling, to get you some extras out here, man. They're giving away free schooling. Actually, he told me about that a little while
Yeah,
ago.
you know, in
I was
Michigan,
signing
you
up on
know, if you're over 25 years old, you don't have a degree. Myself, I got a trade school diploma, you know, a high school diploma, so I was able to at least get a little bit of a leg up, make some decent money, and sustain in this economy. But you know, things are getting harder, so you know, they have this program in Michigan called the Michigan Reconnect. They're paying for people to go to school. They're trying to pump money into the economy, and the only way to do that is for people to be able to earn more jobs. Our hiring, the staffs are short. You know what I'm saying? So it's time to take advantage of this. You know, you might have your loans forgiven from the past. What the current administration is trying to do. So also take advantage of going to school and having your state pay for it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know, it's gonna be some hard work, you know, involved, but whatever is easy ain't worth having. You know what I'm saying? So don't go out and go and get no communication degree and get some bullshit. Go try to get something that, you know, some shit they don't think that you can have.
something sustainable.
You know, shit.
Yes, sir.
So-
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. As far as that goes today, that's all we really got for you. Question: y'all want to start going live so that we can interact a little bit better? I was thinking about going live here sometime during the week, whenever the next game is or something like that.
Okay, yeah, I'm with that. Yeah, man, just keep liking and subscribing, and when we going live and shit, man, we just gonna keep building up the universe we call
My bad.
Demonstration.
Demonstration 369.
politically incorrect. You know what I'm saying? Come share our world with us. Views, opinions, advice.
Likes, dislikes,
Right.
anything. All engagement is welcome.
Man, we just kicking it, man. We just kicking it, talking about the issues and trying to shed light on some things. So, anything else, my G?
I got nothing else except for any gear that you've been seeing us with that we can get a leg up on as far as these shirts. If you look at some of our previous videos, the other gear in there as well. All links are in the description box. We're gonna have a lot of hoodies and these shirts in different colors available to you. And we customize, so whatever you need done, we can get you done as well. If you have,
Yes,
if
sir.
you need shirts for your company, or you just wanna, it doesn't matter. Maybe even a family reunion, I got you on that one. So
Okay.
Demonstration Clothing Plus, MOTV 369, politically incorrect, and this is that.
Peace.